Once again, coming at you. We're in South Carolina. Spooky Boys, Bobby and Tim. We're back this week in South Carolina. Second haunt of the season. But we heard about one called Nightmare Dungeon that we were supposed to definitely have to check out. It involves a real two-story haunted house that supposedly haunted for reals. Looking forward to that.
The only thing I've ever seen is the trailers.
You seen trailers for this place? See, I haven't even seen trailers for this place. I went to the website and I seen a clown with Wolverine claws.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you know those things you can get that's supposed to like chop up barbecue. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Here's what I'm talking about. Oh, there's something in. Would it not freak you out if all of a sudden I went like this and something dinged up?
But supposedly there's been a lot of people do reviews on this Nightmare Dungeon where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to ruin it for myself, so I didn't look at their reviews. I just kept it just straight their trailer they made, which was pretty decently made. It didn't give anything away, it just showed some characters. So I'm looking forward to it.
Nightmare Dungeon is a haunted attraction located at 645 Old Anderson Road in Greenville, North Carolina. The attraction itself takes place throughout an actual 117-year-old farmhouse in the woods filled with special effects, realistic sets, and professional actors. Taking place directly within this reportedly haunted house, this attraction provides a variety of different scenes and scares, including dark tunnels and maze-like rooms. Combined with digital sound and professional actors, Nightmare Dungeon provides horror and terror with fine detail and realism. Within the attraction, you will witness the Dungeon of Lost Souls, featuring a labyrinth of old cells, drafty halls, and a series of human experiments gone horribly wrong. You'll also see the Tunnel of Terror, which takes you through a long underground tunnel underneath the grounds of the estate, guaranteed to produce screams. The attraction also features a detailed backstory that involves the original 13 colonies of the United States. With this backstory, the history behind the haunted house, and the annual additions made every year, there's a lot to Nightmare Dungeon.
Bobby and Tim here, and we just got out of Nightmare Dungeon here in South Carolina. I think we said Greenville earlier, and this is technically Greenville, but they also are calling it Powdersville. I've never heard of that place in my life. We thought it was like a trail in a building, but it's actually all in the old house, which actually works. You actually go upstairs in the old house, which is great because a lot of times you don't see steps in a haunted attraction anymore because I guess safety concerns and stuff like that. But I was really pumped to see that. With that being said, they were pretty safe. They said watch your step. They were all really good. The actors were great. Every one of them gave their A game 100%. There was nobody slacking. Everybody was full energy. Great.
Every second.
Every second. If you see these necklaces we're wearing, so this means they can touch you. And trust me, they do.
Oh, yeah.
Every person touches you in some way. Some people touch you slightly by putting a hand on the shoulder or something like that, or just like tickling you or brushing you. And some people actually grab you and pull you into scenes and stuff like that. So if you don't want to be grabbed, don't
get a necklace.
You look at it from the outside, it seems kind of big, but it doesn't seem giant. But when you go in, I mean, you're going back and forth between all kind of stuff. And then you're going upstairs. Then at one point, you actually look down and you can see the scene you just went through.
Yeah,
great.
That was cool. That was really neat.
Yeah, that was really cool. It's not crazy prosthetics and gigantic special effects and stuff. They do put care in each one of the rooms. Atmosphere. That's what I'm going to say. This haunt is atmosphere.
Yes.
It's all about atmosphere at this haunt. I've never been to a haunt in my life that has had this kind of atmosphere. So yeah, this is our second haunt of the season, our first time ever being at Nightmare Dungeon. But some great key takeaways. Number one, atmosphere, atmosphere, atmosphere.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
Yeah. Number two, acting and consistency, because every actor here was consistent. They engaged you. Nobody was slacking like you see at some haunts where you go into one scene and somebody's just very low key, and you go into some scenes and they're very high. Everybody here, high energy, and it involved you.
Yeah. I think it's just because we were wearing the necklaces too. that helps. If you're here for a thrill, get the necklace.
Yeah, sure. And number three, they're fast here. They get you through. There's a line, but man, that line didn't take long. So you're not going to be waiting long here.
And they'll let you go through with however many people you have too.
Me and him went through, just me and him.
Yeah.
And they gave us just as much energy as I think they would a big group.
I would say probably more, to be honest.
Very possible. Seemed to go fast. Seemed like we got through pretty fast. I don't think we necessarily moved fast. And the actors did a good job of kind of slowing us down.
Yeah.
But it did seem to go pretty quick. Like I said, we've seen a lot of stuff in the time that we went through.
I mean, I had a blast. I was laughing and getting scared the whole time. So.
For us, the key thing is if we have fun.
Yes.
And we had fun, and we laughed. We talked with everybody. They talked with us. I mean, it was fun, and it was involved. And that's what matters when it comes to the Spooky Boys.
What would your rating be this year?
My rating out of 10?
Yeah, because we rated all the other ones last year.
Okay. On this one, I'm going to give it a solid 8.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. This thing gets a solid 8. And like I said, the only con that I can say is that I seem to get through it pretty quick.
We might have been walking fast.
We might have been. I'll give it up to that. If that's the only complaint I have, that's a good review.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Drive out the Nightmare Dungeon. It's fun. All the people are on point, and I think you'll have fun.
Absolutely.
See ya. Bye. Tim.
Nightmare Dungeon was a haunt that was definitely worth the drive. It felt more like an old school haunted house than a big budget corporate style haunt, which I totally dug. Where this haunt doesn't have expensive animatronics, it has the vibe of haunted houses that I've visited as a kid, and that's more than enough for me.